Greetings everyone, it's Sourcaps again, and welcome back to my Pokemon Omega Ruby Nuzlocke. In the last episode, we made it to Meteor Falls and rescued the Professor. We beat up the Three Stooges looking like or not the Three Stooges, she doesn't look like she, I don't remember. Doesn't look like all the Three Stooges, just specifically Curly. And what we're going to do in this episode is go back to Meteor Falls, because what we didn't do is catch a Pokemon there. And because I'm curious, I have to know what it is. You know what? Let's beat up this thing. Is it a Nuzleaf? I can't remember it. Oh, it is a Nuzleaf. I can never remember. Oh, Shiftry, that's the third form. For some reason, I always think that Shiftry should be named Nuzleaf. This is what Steeben could have been. Killed by a honking goose. Disarming voice does not sound like... I always figured something disarming in a voice would be like smooth and gentle. That sounds like a goose honking at you. And in my mind, there is nothing disarming or relaxing about geese. I grew up in a town with a pretty big river through it, and they had a lot of Canadian geese that would come over. I never once was like, oh, such a soothing goose. It was always like, oh god, they're somewhat aggressive and very loud, and like they would get violent over bread if people fed them. They actually had to make it illegal to feed the ducks and the geese because they stopped flying south for the winter. And they would start just like freezing to death in the winter, and well, starving to death too. So they had to make it against the law to feed the ducks and the geese in my hometown. The other thing that geese remind me of, and that noise, is when I was in college, going through some programming classes. Anytime you got a group of the guys in that class just rambling and like geeking out over some subject, it sounded like a gaggle of geese just flying. Like I couldn't understand a word. It was just like which I'd never heard before. Like, I've always heard groups of people, but they always sounded like just indistinguishable groups of people. But there was something about like the rhythm that when that entire class was talking about a game or a movie, that it was geese. Also that, the second I start talking about something, my brain starts remembering weird chain combos, so I also remember a time when I was feeding the ducks with a friend of mine on a date. We'd feed them little bits of whatever we had. Like I think we went out for a burger, so like we had some bun, and they were eating them up. We threw a fry, and a duck tasted one. We threw another fry. That same duck went like berserk, knocked all the other ducks out of the way. Oh, Zubat. Wouldn't have been my first choice, but Zubats are alright. If we have to bring Zubat on our team, we might have like almost a half squadron. Oh, you know what? Why am I wasting my time with this? I forgot once again. I have quick balls. But yeah, that duck, every time you would throw a fry, didn't matter where you threw it, it would be like, fry! Barrel through the other ducks. So and I said to myself, the geese may be Canadian, that duck is American. Fries are the goddamn best. Yeah, that's right. That's better, Zubat. You're like the jet. You're the fighter jet I got in backup. Matter of fact, what are we gonna call you, lady? This is terrible. Instead of Maverick, she's a Maverick. Would have been better if she was actually like mauve in color, but whatever. We'll go with it. Alright, now we can put on the crazy bucket. Although I don't know if caves... No, caves have wiggle butts. Not that I was specifically trying to catch a wiggle butt. Ooh, a moonstone. Yeah, we don't have a skitty. We can smash that rock. Oh, that's not a smashable rock. I thought it was. For some reason. It's because the coloration of these rocks are weird, so I'm like, oh, that's not like a normal get-in-the-way rock. It's a smashy one because it's got like craggles on it. Alright, Lindsay. Let's do this. Don't do that. Oh, confused Ray instead of supersonic? Ew. Just because that terrible extra accuracy. Alright. I don't even think this is experience worth splitting up, but whatever, go for it, Lava Tortoise. I think that was my terrible Mega Man X boss music. Lava Tortoise. Has there been a turtle Mega Man boss? I mean, probably. I don't know them all. I like Mega Man, but I do not definitely by a long shot have that series memorized. And the series before that, even less so. Did my computer just crash? 1 second. I have no idea what just happened. Are we still recording? Looks like we're still recording. I think it was just trying to go in screensaver mode or something, but that legitimately scared me. Oh no, I bet you we lost video. Alright, 1 second. I'm going to stop the episode for a second, and I will be right back. Alright. Sorry about that, everyone. Sometimes when the well, I've never actually seen it do whatever it did. It shouldn't have tried to go into screensaver mode because I just had barely hit the record button, so I don't know what happened. But whatever it did, it crashed the record. It crashed the program I used to capture the 3DS. And in order to get that back up on the recording, it takes a minute, so it was easier to pause and try to restart it. Because by default, it tries to show both the lower screen and the upper screen in one awkward window. And when I tell it to separate, it doesn't capture that second window easy. Oh, we gotta switch out. Oh, which is a shame. If I would have healed up, we wouldn't have to switch out. I'm guessing that Zubat was like, I curse you, and it did whatever it did. Yeah, we're still gonna try to make it through Meteor Falls. And we'll just bonk you. And hopefully that doesn't happen again. I also have some crap I need to sell at some point. I just remembered I've got the Comet Fragment and another Nugget, which I'll probably spend on potions and hyper potions. Oh, we made it through. Alright, cool. We're not going to call that enough, so we're going to keep recording. Because that was only like 10 minutes, maybe 7. I don't know, the time on this episode is going to be weird for sure. Sorry about that. And while I hate editing, luckily it's not too big of a pain to do something simple as glue these two footages together. Yeah, we'll go beat up you in a minute, Karate Man. But first I need that great ball. And are those lumberries? Oh, wheat pear. I don't think those are good for anything. I think they're just, I don't know. I think they're mostly Pokeblock, or whatever they want to call them in this. Pokeblock, Puffin, granola. There's something down these stairs, and this way. Oh, cool, heart skill. I can't remember if that was the same karate lady. Yeah, no, we haven't beat that. We haven't beat that other karate lady either. Did he just say his strength was bashing his head? Knob, you're a weird, weird guy. You're also named Knob, so I guess I can't say I'm surprised. I think this is super effective. I should remember fairy types better. Ew. If you'd be so kind, Birdward. That's worrisome, but this should be fine. Ooh. That actually scared me. Had he used revenge, we'd be dead. Birdward. Birdward, what was that about? And more healing potions. You get a hyper potion. And you get a soda pop. And I'll be in Scotland before me. I don't know. Alright, nerd. What do you want? He wants to show me his rare Pokemon. You can get arrested for that. It's a Viper. It's a Viper, no swiping. Haha, I'm sure nobody's ever made that joke. Alright, let's go Echo Voice. No, don't poison me. Quick math. Yes, I can take another one of those, but at the same point, it doesn't matter. I'm not going to do enough damage to finish off Viper. Jimothy. Would you kindly take care of this problem for me? Yeah, toxic. Not bad poison versus the good kind of poison. Why couldn't you have done that instead of Poison Fang? Crit for crit. That's how we do it in the streets. Hector the Collector. Hector the Collector's Viper is a specter. Because it's dead. I'm apparently on a goddamn roll of puns. Oops. Actually, that wasn't... I mean, it was kind of a pun, but it was more of a rhyme. Are there more nerds to beat up? I mean, besides the lady on the beach that we will go back and beat up. Good to know that we can't come back and fish en route. 115. Wait. Have we got something on 115, or can we come and fish here? Of course you have a meditate. can't wait until you become a more useful thing with like dragon stuff. Yeah, that's just not gonna happen. Bird word. Please, I need your help. I need your help, Birdward. Come on. Oh, crap. Alright. Alright. Lava tortoise. Can you do something about this situation? Yeah, stop doing that. Okay, so my mind reader, calm mind, and force plan. That was pretty hot. Do it again. Well, I'm glad you used mind reader so that your calm mind couldn't miss. I would appreciate it, Lava Tortoise, if you could just... I really wanted to burn. Come on. Okay, good. Why are you being stupid now? Why couldn't you have done that earlier and I could just, like, let Birdward take you out? So, Birdward, I think you have a disturbing lack of survivability. I mean, we know Elincia does. Because she's a dragon, and dragons are always a pain in the butt in their first stages. Like I said but when earlier I was swearing anyway, so I should just say it's just a pain in the ass. Oh. I thought your defenses were better than that, Birdward. No, they're really not great. They're not terrible. Well, yeah, they're just... You're not as defensive as you need to be. You are about to level up, though. That's good. You've been with us through so much, Birdward. I don't want to lose you. Alright. Heal up here. Not ever go look at Roxanne again, because I still... That was just rough. Goddamn nose pass. You know, since we're in the Pokemon Center, we might as well take a look at Maverick and see what her stats are like, right? That'd be a nice thing to do. Calm, inner focus is nice. Not flinching is cool. Whoops. I want to move her moves around. Put wing attack there, bite there. Bite and wing attack are good moves. Her stats aren't great, but calm, which kind of sucks because you don't get a lot of special attacks. But overall, ooh, excuse me, it should be okay. All right. Let's see. You know what, since the timing of this episode's weird, and we're at a good point. No, we're gonna get back to Mauville. I was thinking about calling an episode, but then I'm like, what are we gonna start off next time, going through that stupid Whismur cave? Screw that noise. Bye, Skitty. Hi, Gooners. Steel Wing. I'm somewhat impressed you one-shotted. I know you were 3 times its level, but you're also not very strong. Did we do any of this garbage? I don't remember. I don't think so, because I don't think we had access to cut at the time. Which, this might be a bunch of crappy trainers that won't be any challenge to fight. Oh no, we did. Oh no, we didn't. You know, these guys will probably give like next to nothing for experience. But Alencia should be able to take them out on her own. No, that's not terrible. Go ahead and do this. Don't miss. That's not what this means. It means put on your war helmet and smash. Maybe instead of a war helmet, you've got like a pot strapped to your belly or something, and that's your steel wing. Oh, that's right. I forgot that. So I have major things about fairies memorized. I don't know everything they're super effective against. I know most of it. I have most of the types memorized. But fairy is definitely where I am weakest. What about you, kid? Do you also want to fight? Yeah. Or were these rematches? Because that said a whole lot since your achievement. I mean, regardless, I'll take it. We'll just echo the voice. And again. I mean, she might get a level out of this whole battle. Oh no, is he soundproof? Is Whismer soundproof? Because if so... Yeah. Hey, that's my move. Yeah, but you're not immune to the iron wing of Alencia. That was a dumb pause. I paused because I was like, iron wing sounds like I was trying to say like iron fist. I wish I said maybe her iron claw because she's got those talons. They look kind of metalish. Alencia wants to be the dragon queen and rule with her iron talons. Yeah, we had... That was kind of a waste, sorry. Whoops. Alright, Taylor. Get crushed. Bye, Taylor. Alright. Real quick. Had some more trouble. My computer froze right after we redid some of those battles. The only thing you guys really missed was me making it through the Whismer Cave and making it to Mauville City. Sorry about that. I know the episode length is absolutely weird on this one, but I didn't want to just have it end abruptly when I was able to recover that little bit of footage. So, we're going to call this an episode. I will see you next time, everyone.